and 700 tons of carbon dioxide per.
Yeah.
Then you get
but it's not always from tropical forest. It's from Cerrado, and then you have a lot of less carbon. That's one of the problems. What's the land use? What I talked about before.
But
it should be higher. We can say that. It should be higher. Yeah. Jerry?
Yeah, just a quick point of clarification. I just want to be... I didn't show anything about sequestration. I showed only the loss from the agricultural fields since they had been converted from natural grasslands. I suspect getting that soil organic carbon back into the soil, for example, if they were reconverted to grasslands, would take a long time. And anyway, I wasn't showing sequestration rates. I only showed losses from.
Okay, Peter.
Well, if you look upon the amount of dry matter that can produce per hectare and compare arable land with forest land, I mean, the annual dry matter production could be as high on the arable land as in forest land. So if you use the same way of reasoning, that what is produced in the arable land, regardless of what it is, as long as it is straw or anything, it could be used for substitute in the future. So, I mean, the very positive figures you get from forest in replacement and capturing carbon could as well be applied to arable land if it is you've got new plants growing there that produce for material production or for substituting for carbon. Exactly the same with forestry. Because the photosynthetic capacity of the arable land is as good as forest. Do I catch you right on that?
Yeah. But one good for trees is that if you plant trees now for bioenergy, it can be stored for example, 2050, 60, when oil peak and more severe climate condition make